Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to follow it in real time? The last saga of Saint Seiya, my friends. The final saga has been announced. The last adventure of Seiya and his friends. And we are alive to see this happen. We are about to discover the final journey of Athena's defenders. Hello, knights and amazons. Welcome to the Sempre Quis Saber channel. I'm Wes, and in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you everything that's happening behind the scenes in the universe of Knights of the Zodiac. Besides the canonical saga, the Saint Seiya spin-offs are also coming to an end, and I'm going to reveal all of that to you in this video. So go ahead and comment where you're watching from and what your expectations are for this final saga. Has it really sunk in that this is actually happening? And without further ado, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's start this awesome video. Always wanted to know, guys, has it sunk in for you that we're actually entering the final saga of Knights of the Zodiac now? It's hard to process that something we've waited for so long, so many decades of anticipation, is finally happening now. And the important thing to understand is that it's not just the main timeline of Master Masami Kurumada that's narrowing down. It seems like there was a definitive decree, a plan aligned with the authors, so that all the spin-offs would also reach their climax. The strategy is clear to clear the ground and tie up all the loose ends before the canonical ending arrives. To give the final verdict on the fate of Seiya and his friends, take the case of Sansei. Episode G Reckon. Master Megamakata, with his detailed and chaotic artistic style, has already confirmed that this is the last saga of his epic journey. For those who don't remember, Episode G started by focusing on the youth of Ioria of Leo and on the battles against the Titans, primordial beings who ruled the universe before Zeus and the gods of Olympus. After that, we had Episode G Assassin, which had Shura as the protagonist who traveled to the future and helped the new Gold Saints fight against Zeus, who possesses the body of Ioria of Leo. The third and final part is the Reckon saga, which has already been published for 6 years, and now we see Reckon approaching its end. It's to feel that even the most powerful warriors of the sanctuary are exhausted from so many dimensional battles. It's really something. For those who don't know, Seiya and his friends are the protagonists of the Reckon saga. However, in this story, they are already older and are Gold Saints. And what about the Lost Canvas? Recently, we had the release of the latest special chapter, and the mangaka Shiori Tsurugi made an emotional post on her blog. She confirmed the definitive end of the work, deeply thanking the fans, Kurumada, and the staff at the publishing company, and of course all the characters from Lost Canvas whom she loves passionately. It's impossible not to be moved by the journey of Ten, Malone, and Sasha, and of course the Sacred Gold Saints created by Shiori. Lost Canvas. It showed us a holy war from the 18th century filled with humanity and sacrifice where each gold saint had their moment to shine, like the sacrifice of Albafica of Pisces against Minos of Griffin, or the wisdom of Sage of Cancer, as well as many other adventures in the special guidance mangas where the author explored other eras and wars. Shiori delivered a masterpiece that now rests in the pantheon of completed Saint Seiya legends. Even Rise of Poseidon, which brought back the marine generals to defend the Earth while Athena was in the Elysian fields, is already in its final chapters. Seeing characters like Canon of Gemini and Sorrento of Siren fighting side by side against the threat of the goddess Nemesis was a gift for the fans. But even this underwater redemption has an expiration date, and it doesn't stop there. Saint Seiya Time Odyssey, the French collaboration approved by Kurumada himself, will have only 2 more chapters, one this year and the last one next year. We still have doubts about the fate of Saint Exu's Secret Memories and Saint Seiya Darkwing, but the pattern is clear. The universe is converging to a single exit point. While the spin-offs say goodbye, the main canon leaves us in a constant state of shock. In the ruins of the sanctuary, the silence is heavy, the weight of millennia. Saori Kido walks among the marble debris, where time seems to have stagnated after conflicts that shaped humanity. She observes the remnants of a previous holy war and comes across the legendary 13th house, the lost dwelling of the 13th Gold Saint, Ophiuchus. For those who are not familiar with the series' mythology, the existence of a 13th Gold Saint is one of the greatest heresies of the sanctuary. In the mythological era, the Ophiuchus Saint was considered almost a god because of his healing powers. But his arrogance led to his banishment, and his house was erased from history, Now, Sari feels the lingering energy of that forbidden past. Beneath the gravel, she finds the goddess's arrow, a golden artifact that emanates an ancient and pulsating cosmos. This arrow is not just a weapon, it's a vessel of memories and determination. As she holds it, Sayori remembers Odysseus, the greatest knight in all of history, the sublime knight. Tears stream down the goddess's face as she remembers the sacrifices of her protectors, like Eurus of Sagittarius, who scolded her for trying to carry the burden alone. But her determination is unshakable. My duty is to protect the love and justice of the earth, she declares, driving the goddess's arrow into the ground. She has decided that she will face the final battle alone, to spare her knights from being thrown once again into the burning fire of war. But will Seiya and the others allow that? I believe not. As Sayori makes her decision, the upper layers of reality ignite. The sky is torn apart by a solar chariot pulled by 3 winged steeds. A warrior in golden armor, whose ornaments resemble the sun itself, senses the fluctuation of energy. Athena's cosmos is changing, and this is a warning sign for Olympus. The awakening of Athena and the symbolic destruction of her statue in the sanctuary are omens of an unprecedented tragedy. The statue fragments orbiting the earth against a backdrop of celestial flames indicate that the divine verdict has been sealed. The gods of the sky have decided to bury Athena and humanity itself. It is the beginning of the long-awaited Heaven Saga, Tenkiren, which officially begins in May 2026. Thinking that the canon is coming to an end is something hard to process. Seiya of Pegasus, the orphan searching for his sister Saga, who ended up becoming the Godslayer. Shiryu of Dragon, who learned the value of sacrifice from the old master in the 5 ancient peaks of Rozan. Hyoga of Cygnus, who overcame the eternal cold of Siberia and lost his mother. Shun of Andromeda, the purest soul on earth, who was almost consumed by Hades. And Ikki of Phoenix, the lone warrior who always rises from the ashes when all seems lost. All of them are heading toward their final act. Recently, we saw the incredible move by Master Chirwoda, the author of One Piece. He appeared in a symbolic video, leaving the treasure from the end of his work in the sea, indicating that Luffy's journey is also coming to an end. Have you ever imagined if Master Masami Kurumada did something like that? Imagine an epic video filmed in the real ruins of Greece. Kurumada walking among the columns of the Parthenon until he finds, buried in the sand and in time, the urn of the Pegasus armor. It would be an unprecedented worldwide announcement for the manga's final saga. Kurumada, who has always had a deep connection with Greece and classical Greek mythology, could use this symbolism to show that, although the manga ends, the myth is eternal. Regardless of how this ending will be delivered to us, whether it will be a conclusion that pleases everyone or leaves controversies, I believe that now is the time to just enjoy this journey. We are in the final stretch of a marathon that has lasted for decades. The old master Kurumada has the chance to deliver the conclusion of a lifetime. And nothing could be more fair than for us to do so. Just like when we were kids in school or teenagers, when we were open-hearted to receive that epic story and theorize about what the next episode would be like, I think that's the best way to savor this moment with the legendary Knights of Athena. I'll be here posting videos every day so that our cosmos heats up to infinity, and together we can experience this historic moment in the world of anime. Seiya's journey and his brothers shaped generations, teaching us about friendship and about never giving up, even when every bone in your body is broken, and above all, about fighting for something greater than ourselves. If the end is near, let it be worthy of everything we've lived through so far. And you? What do you think will happen in the Heaven Saga? Will we finally see the Bronze Saints becoming the new Gold Saints? Or is something even greater yet to come? Leave your theories here in the comments. Let's discuss every detail of this epic ending. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any episodes. We're in the final stretch, and anyway, thank you for watching this video until the end. See you next time. Burn your cosmos to infinity.